What up, everybody? Welcome back to another great and exciting episode of the Wandering Mind Podcast, where the mind wanders. And of course, I'm your exciting and illustrious host, Kevin G. And I am here alongside with another, as you may recognize him,
pretty much the co-host here.
the co-host of this episode that we have started, and we have finally. Introduce yourself. Go ahead.
My name is Hilligan Alex, if you do not know me.
I'll link him in the description. If you haven't yet already subscribed to him, please subscribe. All right. We're in the new year. We're chilling in the living room. We're bringing you this podcast, which I know we are late.
Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it? When was the last time you uploaded?
I think it was like a couple weeks ago, to be honest. But you know, the thing, I was telling Alex before we started the podcast, I was like, I started the podcast. I was making one. And then midway through, I got fucking scared because I could hear people on the other side of my wall. I was like chilling in my living room talking, and then I heard somebody talking, like, oh, and then I thought like they hushed down. I'm like, they're like, shh, I think I'd hear somebody. So then I thought they heard me talking. So then I got freaked out.
You thought they're like, shh, so they could hear you?
Yeah, so they could hear me. I don't know. I got tripped out, so I'm like, okay, I think they're hearing me. So at the end, I just stopped making it, and then I was like, "Oh, you know, we'll do this again next time."
You know what you should have done? You should have just talked a little louder. It's like, is this what you want to hear?
Do you want to listen to me talk?
Are your neighbors friendly to you or what?
You know what's weird? My neighbors, I've had about 3 neighbors change since I've lived in that apartment. The first neighbors was a group of Asians. These by far were my favorite fucking neighbors.
Why?
They didn't bother me. They did not talk to me.
Nice and quiet?
Yeah, like literally, it was a clan of them, and they all like when we got to peek inside their apartments, because sometimes they're opening the door and then you can see when they're leaving, or like it's the living room. Like you can see the living room from the outside because you know how apartments are all together.
Yeah.
So sometimes they leave their curtains open, and then we see inside their apartments at night. They got 4 monitors. Like the whole gaming setup, like you see wires running through everywhere. There's 2 on like the wall, then another 2 on the other wall, and they have like the light up keyboards. So like they're straight gaming, hardcore gamers. Like those guys, we're not fucking around.
You know what game they're playing?
I don't know. I was thinking it was what's that one popular one that they play? It's the I think it's the army killing one or what?
Call it.
It starts with a P, no?
I
don't know, but whatever they were playing, I know it's some no, it might have been League of Legends. No, I think it was League of Legends because
that's what I was thinking.
I remember seeing Manny's monitor, and yeah, it looked the same, and they were like hardcore gaming. It's like
how many of them? 3?
4 of them.
4?
4 of them in a 2. I'm guessing a 1-bedroom apartment.
Damn, bro.
So like yeah, they were smart though.
Yeah.
I think they snuck in, like it was one person and he snuck in the other 3 Asians. But they were the best because they never bothered me.
You know how they say no dogs allowed? A poster, no Asians allowed.
They didn't say no extra Asians. That's how I got caught.
Yeah.
Hey, Jesus snuck me, my bro. I wasn't supposed to be there. I was an illegal there until he finally came in and caught me. He just seen a random bed in the living room.
Who was
the landlord? He came in.
Oh wait, you were living with Jesus, and then you weren't supposed to.
No, because it was it was just him. They didn't put that I was living with him, but then he told me, "You want to move in?" So I did.
Yeah.
So I was illegally in there because I was helping him with the rent. And then the landlord came in to fix something. And then he asked Jesus, he's like, hey, was there an extra bed on the in the living room? And then he's like, and then he came clean. And then I'm like, you ass. He shouldn't have said nothing. But he's like, what the fuck you mean? Like, you gonna think I should have a random bedroom in the living room?
Huh.
But, yeah, I got caught. And then, he just increased the rent a little bit more.
He did?
Yeah, that's all. Because, more heads in the room, that you have to increase the fucking rent.
Oh, shit.
But that's why you always sneak people in. That's why people do it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's how, when I was in college, that's how we always did it. Because the people get a house, like you can rent a house, Mm-hmm. So my friends would always get a house. So they'd be like, oh, it's just me and then like 2 other people.
Yeah.
Like it's just me and these 2. So on contract, all they know is this person and these 2 other people live in the house on the contract. So they're paying for that amount. But then what you do is you're like, hey, you want to move in? We can sleep in the living room. And then boom, we have another person sleeping. And then, hey, you want to move in? We could share a room. And then boom, you have another person. Not on the contract.
Huh.
So that's how most college people do it, because there's cheaper rent.
Because the more people you have, the more rent.
No, the more people you have, the less rent, unless you have it on contract that a lot of people live on there.
Oh yeah.
Because what you want to do is have a 1-bedroom apartment and then sneak in like 2 people, because then like it's only like $100 a month instead of 400 or 500.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, those were the best ones, the Asians, because they stayed the game until like 3-4 in the morning and they didn't give a fuck. So it was really cool.
What about the ones you have currently? Are they?
The one I have currently is just some random white dude. I've seen him, like the most the Asian guys ever told me was, "Hello, my name is," I forgot, he gave me some Asian. I know it wasn't his name. It was his. It was his the name he chose to when he came to this country. Like if he told me his real name, I would be like Gesundheit. I don't know what you're saying, but the neighbor now, the most I've said to him is hello.
Yeah.
He carries a briefcase, so he's like one of those businessmen. Yeah, so he's weird. He doesn't bother me either, though. Like when I guess he goes to work in the afternoon. That's what I know, though. Yeah. Because I remember one day we didn't have to go into work because of a snow day, but this dude still went to work, and I seen him I see through the peephole, because I always like to scout out. You know, you gotta be creeper in your own apartments. Be like, who? The peephole where you look out the fucking window.
Oh,
a little hole to see who's on the other side.
I thought there was like a little hole right next.
Like a peeping Tom.
Yeah, like you drill a hole into the wall right next.
Yeah, put a hole in his wall to see. And watch him masturbate. That's my thing. Yeah, I seen him walk out with a little briefcase, and I was like, wow, this guy's business, huh? But like I said, I saw him move a couch. Him and I think it was his parents. His parents were dying.
They were.
I thought originally that it was them that were gonna move in. 'Cause it was this fat couple. I'm like, oh man, this is not gonna be good. Cause I seen like 2 fat people and then a kid. I'm like, fuck, this is gonna be horrible. And then later on, it turned out they were just helping him move. So that's good. But let me tell you about my story for today. All right, it's a new year. 2020.
New year, new me.
New vision. Everybody has your goals. Maybe you're like, I'm gonna work out now. Look at me, I'm strong.
Yeah, have you seen those? Like when the new year starts.
In the microphone, sweetheart.
Yeah. No, when the new year starts, a lot of people start going to the gym.
Yep. That's what it is. New year, new me. Everybody
says. The next week, hardly no one's there.
Well, the thing is, you always want to avoid the gym the first week of the new year, because all of those are phonies. All right, I should have gone, because I remember I always used to just look at the new people. Because if you're an avid gym goer, you know who's a regular. You always see that ugly guy with gloves. That like you spit on him because you disrespect him and his gloves. What kind of gay guy wears fucking gloves?
Gloves to a gym?
Listen, get your fucking scabs on your hands and be a man. All right, but we're not talking about gym right here, okay? So who the regular people there, right? And then you see these newcomers. They have like some brand new shoes they probably got for Christmas. Like they went to the gym. They went to the Walmart, got some new tights, maybe some new sweats. They look a little confused. If you see them, how often do you go to the gym?
I don't go at all.
You've never gone to the gym?
Nah.
Just the gym
this year though.
How about the gym in high school? So you have no idea. You would be that new guy at the gym, all right? So let me tell you exactly how you would look when you walk into the gym, all right? I know how to tell people like you because of this, all right? You walk into the gym, right? You're a little scared. I know. I can smell it. I can smell it on you.
Throw the fear off you.
Yeah, you probably you're trying to play cool. Because I'm going back to my first day, because even now I haven't been to the gym in like 2 months. So when I walk in there, I know what it feels like. I feel that I get that little newbie experience, but I'm like an OG, so I know what it's like.
Yeah.
So you walk in there, you're a little nervous. You look left, you look right, and then if you're an Anytime member or a club member, you have a key. And if you've never used the key before, you get a little nervous. You're like, is this key gonna work? You have to scan it on the scanner.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't shine green, you try to pull that door and it gets locked. And if that happens to you a couple times, you get a little scared. You're like, did they not activate my key? And then you're looking like a fool on the other side of the mirror because everybody's looking at you. Because this is how I see. Because when I'm working out, I could see the people trying to get in the door. They're like pulling on it and it's locked. And I'm like low key in my head, these fucking newbies. Because they're just pulling it on. The key is you have to light it, all right? They pull it right away as soon as they scan it. You have to wait for the beep. There's a beep. and then it goes green. Okay, what they do is just they scan it and then they go pull it right away, and then it locks because it's not opening because you haven't unlocked it yet. You unlocked it, but you have to wait. So that's first key, right? So there you are, barely getting into the gym. You're already sweating because you're nervous, you know. So now once you get inside, you're like, "Who silly me?" You know, you're probably red faced because you're nervous, and then you're like, "Okay, pretend you're cool, act natural." You walk in, you see people walking around you, probably have a sweat going. Some going to the drinking fountain. You try to play cool, just give them a head nod, head nod, and then you see cubbies. You have to put your stuff. You probably brought stuff. You probably brought stuff to the gym. What do you bring? Like maybe you decided that you're gonna do it right. So you went to the Walmart and bought yourself a little a sports bag. What do you got in a sports bag? You probably got some pre-workout, right? You want to get that gym started right. You probably did a rookie mistake and you brought it with you to the gym. Am I right?
Yeah. You're supposed to take it before.
You're supposed to take it before you hit to the gym. All right. This is if you want to know how to properly do it. You take pre-workout before you go to the gym. That way, on the trip, by the time you hit the gym, your pre-workout has already hit your system.
I'm going to go back to this podcast video to give me some tips.
Well, this is just, for those newbies, right? Always take the pre-workout because 15 minutes it takes to activate in your system, all right? So, you're probably the noob that forgot, I'm going to take my pre-workout at the gym, So, you got that in your bag. And what else do you got in there? Probably your protein powder, because you're thinking, you were on the internet and you heard all these people say, you have to have your protein before the catalytics does not affect it. You only have a 30-minute window for the protein to affect, which is not true. So, but, you believed it. All false. As long as you get the actual proteins, it helps out better that way, but it's going to get in there eventually. But, you're like, I want to make sure I get all my muscles, so you brought your big tub of protein.
So you drink the pre-workout and then the powder?
Protein powder is after you're done with your workout.
After you're done.
After you're completely done. But, you when you went to GNC, they probably upsold you. They could even smell it on you. You're like, I'm here to get some protein powder. And they're like,
that's a big scam over there.
And they're like, ooh, this guy's new. I could get him some vitamins, some protein. They got the whole works on him.
Yeah. So
there you are. And then you probably got upsold the 5-pound tub of protein powder, which everybody who is a newbie always gets sold because you're like, the guy at GNC is a good salesman. I'm not lying. I'm not going to front.
Salesman in the gym
in GNC, it's like a nutrition place. You know what GNC is, right? They sell protein powder, pre-workout, and everything. It's just like a supplement store.
It is?
So that's where you have to go to get your protein and pre-workout. So, once you go in there, those guys are trained killers. Because the more they sell, the better they get more money in their pockets. Yeah. So these guys are hustlers. They talk to you in your ear. They could sell you. They could sell you out of your fucking shoes if you're not careful. They're probably like this. They're like, hey, is your first time working out here? And you're like, yes, it's my first time. Like, oh, okay. And this is how they weasel their way into you. They're like, you've been keeping up your vitamins, right? And you're like, you're in your head. You're like, yeah, vitamins. You're like, and then they're like, they see your face. You panic a little. Yeah, they see that you panic a little bit. Oh, you don't know about vitamins, huh? Then that's when they start, like licking your ear and shit. They're like, oh, okay, we got what you need. You don't want to be working out and not getting all the gains, right? You want to get all your gains. And then you're like, yeah, I want to get my gains. I want to get my gains.
My big gains.
And then that's when they start on with their bullshit. They're like, well, you can't only take protein. Protein only gives you so much mass. You got to make sure your health is right. And then they sell you on a 3-month supply of vitamins that you have no idea. There's like 27 pills in this fucking bag. You have to eat them all at a proper time.
Yeah.
So guess what? Now you got that in your bag too. So now you got a 3-month supply back in your bag that you brought to the gym, because you thought you had to take them too. Okay, there you are, and you have to fit this in a little cubby, right? How big do you think this cubby is?
I don't know.
It's, let me see, like a little tote. Imagine the size of a notebook, right? A notebook. That's how big it is, and you got this big old sack. Now you're gonna be a little scared because you're like, I don't know if I can fit this big bag in that little tote, which you can't. Everybody knows you can't, but you're gonna give it your best try. So you try to shove it in that little tote, just you can't figure it out. So you finally have some common sense and put it on the floor. And then here's another thing: once you finally start to work out, you don't have a plan or a schedule. Nobody ever has a schedule once they first go to the gym.
No, you just gotta look around.
So let's say you would go. Let's say it's your first time. You're in the gym. All right. You know, you just put away all your stuff. Took your pre-workout like 1 minute ago, so you got 14 minutes before you feel the buzz. What are you gonna do?
I don't know. I feel like I just walk in there and see what I need to work out. Because don't you have like a plan? You want to go?
That's what I'm saying.
Strength, whatever. Leg day.
Well, maybe you did a little research. You're like, I'm gonna do chest. So you go over to that chest machine, and that bar. You know how much the bar weighs?
Huh.
You see, you don't know how much the bar weighs. So, you don't know how much weight to exactly put on that bar. So, the bar weighs 45 pounds. So, you always have to remember, you can't just think of the plates, Oh, I'm going to put 25 pounds on this side and 25 pounds on this. That means I'm doing 50. No, you're doing 95 pounds, okay? You always got to remember, you always add 45 pounds on top of whatever you're putting on.
Yeah.
So, you're probably like, okay, I'm going to do 50 pounds. So, then you put 25s on each side. And guess what? You're doing 90. And now you try to pick it up.
You're choking.
You're over there. Now, I've seen this a couple times. Somebody has to come and rescue you. This is hilarious. Yeah, I've seen it a couple times. I don't know. It's always these like weak, like scrawny people that try to show off, like because there's like bitches in there, so they like try to show off, and then so I like they have to go run and like save them because of like this, like the face. They have the help me face.
All you see, they don't say anything.
No, they can't breathe. It's because the bar is on their chest. They're just supporting anything to keep it up. It's just like, and then you look at their face. It's like this. For those of you in the video, for those of you that can't see, it's like you're taking a shit. You get me? Like pretend you're taking a mean shit. That face just
boulder shit.
Because they literally can't support it. It's too heavy for them. And then the guy has to come up from behind and take it off of you. I've had it happen to me, but not like that. But it was, I had a spotter with me, so that's how I know how that feeling is because you're just struggling. Help me. But when somebody has to run up and help you, that's like I think one of the most embarrassing things you could go through.
Yeah, a random dude you don't even have a spotter.
It's like at that point when he's helping you out, you might as well give him your man card. Like that's it.
Just chop off your balls and hand it over.
Yeah, just get them bad boys off of you because he looks at you. He's like, this is what he says. Especially, it's supposed to make you like try to cheer you up and make you feel good, but it just pisses you off. You're like, you okay there, brother? Or something like that. Something like, you okay? You all good? Anything like that. It's supposed to be okay. It pisses me off.
Yeah.
Like, shut the fuck up,
man.
You think I'm not good? I meant to do that. Because it's not like you're mad at him. You're not mad at him. You're just
mad at yourself.
You're mad at the end of the day. You truly are just mad at yourself. I should not put that weight or all this, but you at the moment you're a little red face. You look around. You're like the SpongeBob caveman meme. Just looking around, seeing who saw it. You look to the left. You see the hot girl actually did see you, and now you're even more dead inside. You're like, oh man, that's the risks of working out though.
Dude, people in the gym are they looky-loos or are they just focus on the music and their game? In your experience. Well,
this is the honest truth. Okay, a big reason why when people first go to the gym and they don't want to go is because they are afraid people are going to stare at them. Mm-hmm. And the truth is, they don't. Nobody really gives a fuck about you.
No.
Like the only time you feel that way is because you're new, so you're self-conscious. So you're not you don't know how the whole game works here.
Yeah.
But once you're, just like your job, like if you start like a new class, you start a new class, you're the new guy in there, and then you're like scared, like is everybody looking at me? I'm not doing things right. But then once you settle in, once you're finally settled in, it's like a routine. Yeah. So like. You don't give a fuck. You could just go in there and like anybody could be in there, and you're just you're a regular at that point.
Yeah.
That's a key to get to a regular. You don't want to be the new person. Just once you finally hit regular, everything is fine from there. Because then now you're on the other side. You're like, oh, look at this new person. Then you could see who it is. But when people go in there, they're shallow at the gym. To be honest. Like, they just look at themselves. Look how ripped I am. And if they do, the only thing is, I would say if you're a female, yeah, you are going to get stared at. So, if you're a hot female, and you don't want to get stared at, do not wear tight compression pants. Because you are going to be stared at. I mean, that's like, just wear loose
baggy
sweatpants.
sweatpants.
That's the best
But
advice.
wouldn't that be a compliment?
It's a compliment, but let me tell you, when you're at the gym, you do not want to get talked to.
No.
Right? The gym, do not talk to people. Like, that is rule numero uno. Do not talk to fucking people at the gym.
You just want to get focused on lifting?
Yes, like, I have sometimes run into friends at the gym, but they know to keep it short. Even I know. It's just a quick, hey, what's up? What you working on? And then, like, oh, I'm doing biceps. Like, oh, what's up? That's good. So, like, maybe tops, you could talk within 5 minutes. That's it. No more. But the reason you don't want to talk to them, they're on pre-workout. Once you're on pre-workout, you can't stand still. Your hands are jittery, like, and you're itchy. Your skin is itchy because it just wants you.
What does pre-workout do for you?
It's just caffeine, like high dose of caffeine,
and
some mixed with some other stuff that just like motivates you, like
it just makes
wants you to move shit. You get me?
Longer.
Yeah. So
you're not tired as fast?
Yeah. So you could go on longer than if you're regularly just lifting weights, you could only go like a certain amount. But if you take a pre-workout, you like your pain hold, like your pain threshold, is not the same. You could go even further and build more muscle that way. But yeah, you do not want to talk to people. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, for guys it's a lot easier. Nobody really gives a fuck about guys.
No.
You know.
Have you met any truly big people? Like, bodybuilder shit?
Yo, they all over the place.
Yeah?
At the gym, they be fucking like
their arms bigger than your whole head?
Yeah, like sometimes when I'm on the floor with them, I'm doing my bicep curls. They come up beside me. They're like, "Oh, that's cute," and then they pick up the Statue of Liberty and start curling that. It's like, holy shit, these guys are amazing. They're like, how some people see a well-built man and like start talking shit. I'm the opposite. I see a well-built man. I'm like, wow, that took dedication.
Yeah. Because
once you finally start working out and you see how long and hard it takes to progress, you're like, damn, this nigga is fucking leveled up. Like, he's like, you gotta, like, okay, you already passed. What are you waiting here for? Go to the next level. But how do we get on the gym talk anyways?
I don't even know.
But that's just some quick gym etiquette for those of you that haven't gone but are gonna go. I support it. Go to the gym. Hopefully you stay with it.
Yeah, right. No year, no you.
But chances are, a lot of you aren't. I've been, even me, I've been struggling. 2019 has been a struggle for Kevin G to go into the gym. Like the last 2 months, I took off.
Why?
Weather first and foremost. I learned about
the weather.
Yeah, well, I was reading about it. Is something called seasonal depressive disorder or something.
Oh yeah, so when the sky's not blue and gray.
And I think I had some of that. I'm like, have I been depressed? Because I'm usually an upbeat, happy going guy.
Are you a winter or summer guy?
I am 100% summer guy. Like today when I woke up, I saw blue skies and I was happy. I'm like, oh fuck yeah, we're gonna get shit done. That's why. We still got to get to it. I moved the Mustang here. Well, it's a big story, but I saw the blue sky as soon as I woke. I'm like, okay, we're going to get shit done.
I'm more of a winter guy, man.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't mind...
I love the snow, man.
And you don't mind the gray skies, the snow all over the place?
Not really. I mean, I would probably prefer it to be more blue, for like that summer vibe. But, I like the snow. I like looking outside and it's so colorful. And then you can see the snow on the trees. It's like a Bob Ross painting,
I can't. Like,
it's like...
It's
and then just plus it reminds you of Christmas. Ooh.
Okay, Christmas, that's like the only good thing about snow that I think of. But it's past. What good is the snow now? What good is the snow now?
Okay, it's a nice visual.
I can't, like, it's good. I like it for a short period of time, like just up until Christmas. But like the dull skies, the cold atmosphere.
But no, the only thing I don't like is the freaking freezing my balls off when I have to go walk to school. I'm wearing like 3 jackets, 2 beanies, 6 sweatpants.
It's a hardcore life of going to school in the Midwest.
Yeah.
Them Cali boys just won't understand. But I think,
Never snow for there.
I ran into that thing and I was like, you know what? I think that's what I got. Because I was feeling down. I was talking to Maria about it too. I'm like, yo, I've been a little down. She's like, really? She's like, yeah, I can tell. I'm like, well, it's because it's fucking weather. Because when it's blue skies, you know, when you have those patches here where it's a good day, it's a bright, sunny, blue day. That day, I'm like happy. I'm like, hell yeah, we're getting shit done. And then the more I read into it, pull up the thing I told you, the seasonal. Just read what's it.
I got it. I'm Jamie.
Okay, pull it out. This is Jamie of the Wondering Mind here. But the more I read into the symptoms of what it was, the more I'm like, I think I might have fallen victim to this shit. Because the gray skies, it was just a never-ending dull day.
What was it called? Seasonal depression?
I think, yeah, seasonal depression disorder or something like that.
Seasonal.
Yeah.
Hand jobs? What the hell?
Seasonal hand jobs? Yo, I don't need that seasonal. I need that year-round. Ew. I do that year-round.
Each season is a different hand job.
I sometimes switch to the other hand so it feels like a stranger.
Yeah. Seasonal affective disorder, SAD, is a type of depression caused by the change in seasons. It manifests itself in many ways and has wide range and degree of symptoms. These symptoms are oversleeping, sleepiness during the daylight hours, lower energy, trouble concentrating, low to no motivation to exercise. That's your big one. Carbohydrate cravings, weight gain, withdrawal from social situations, a down, depressed mood during specific months.
Yeah. I was reading all that. I'm like, that's fucking what I have. I'm like, because even when I wanted to do a podcast and all this, I'd be down. I'd be like, fuck, I don't have energy. And I'd be motivated, you know, during the day, but then, like, it'd go away quick. And I'm like, it's because I don't have that drive, you know? When you get off, you know, when you're going to go out, appreciate the day, and you go outside, and you see nothing but a cold day, a gray day. It's like...
Do you like rainy days?
No, I hate fucking rainy days.
That's beautiful to look at too, man.
Me and Maria always talk about this because she loves it. She's like, oh, I love rainy days, especially hard thunderstorms.
I like thunderstorms. I like thunderstorms too.
I'm like, I cannot relate. I hate that with the passion because it just takes all the motivation out of me. Like, it's just, I need blue sunny days, you know?
Yeah. I mean, summer is pretty nostalgic too. I mean, I like that a lot.
Well, it's the best time of year, all right?
Given your options here, would you rather be a nice, hot, sunny day that's like 112 or a cold winter day that's like, let's go negative 15?
Negative 15? Sure, we're in Alaska?
Yeah. You have to wear, either sweat your balls off or freeze your balls off.
Give me the extremes of both ends here. I thought about this a lot. Okay. If you're going to the extremes, if you're making me choose between the extremes, I would go cold all the time.
Me too.
I would go cold, but if we're going like normal, what do you prefer? I would say summer, like a good 80 to 90 degree day.
I don't think I could sleep with the hotness.
No,
it's like, Dad turns up the AC to like 73, and my room's like so small, and like
yeah,
he's hotboxing me in there, so I just turn it off and it's so cold, and I like it like that. I was like 2 blankets.
It's me. I can't at night. I don't even turn on the heater. I leave I just leave whatever temperature it is. It gets cold when I wake up in the morning. I wake up like at 3 a.m. and then turn the heater back on. But like I like sleeping in the cold.
One thing I don't understand: why do people just wake up in the middle of the night? It's like our mom and dad, just wake up like 1 a.m. for no reason.
That's me. I
don't understand that. I never wake up in the morning.
You don't wake up randomly?
No, I just I fall asleep and I just stay asleep until I wake up through my alarm clock.
Me, every morning I wake up at 3 a.m.
Just randomly?
Every morning.
Take a piss or what?
I take a piss and then.
Don't you take a piss?
That's the restroom. Mainly the restroom. I go to the restroom at 3 a.m. every morning, and then when I do that, I'm charging my phone when we go to sleep, and then by 3 a.m. when I wake up, I switch my phone and then I start charging Maria's phone.
Yeah.
And then that's a routine. That's what happens. That's why my phone is dead today. I mean, it's not charged completely because I didn't do it. I usually charge my phone. She was charging her phone instead.
Yeah. And
then that fucked me up because I had my phone beside me, so I just checked the time. I'm like, I already have it with me, and I got too lazy to actually charge it. So what ended up happening is she charged her phone. I forgot mine, and she didn't She didn't do the homie move and put mine to charge. So I was like, all right, I see how it is.
Yeah.
So I just charged it on the drive over here.
Well, what's your bedtime schedule like? Because I remember New Year's Eve, you just dipped at like 9:30.
Recently, like that what's it called, seasonal something disorder.
Seasonal, some depression, something like that.
As part of it, it said you want to sleep early, and okay, part it might be that, but the other part mainly is I be tired.
What time you sleep?
We be working 9 hours. We talk about the unsexy part of life. Worked for 9 hours. So then after that, you get a little tired. And I also feel, especially at this time of year, you know how it's daylight savings time, right?
Right.
So the sun is not out as much. Because in the summer, the sun stays out till like 8, 9 at night. I mean, that's when the sun sets. It seems like it.
Huh.
So it's early. What time do you pass out at?
I usually, since winter break, I usually pass out like 1:30, like 2. But school days, like around midnight, 11:30.
All late and shit. That's the time I used to always pass out too. And I just wake up for school the next day immediately too, 8 a.m. But I'd always be asleep like midnight. But recently I've just been early bed, like 8 a.m. 8 p.m. 8 to 9 p.m. is when I'm passing out. That's how you get the best kind of sleep.
Huh.
Are you watching porn over there? Pay attention over here.
I'm opening cards. Hold up. This is pretty important.
For what?
This is my game.
Fuck the game. Pay attention here. You can't tell no for no games.
No, it's because the chest opened up and I need to activate another one.
For what?
Yeah, it's because it takes like an hour for a chest open, and then you need to be right on that. And then mine just open right now.
What game?
Clash Royale.
Oh, you're talking about that game? Yeah, I don't play no phone games. Phone games, in my opinion, are the worst games.
Well, these two, because they're not just spamming you with ads. They're pretty good.
What do you get out of phone games? Do you get the same fucking
You get the grind, because.
But when you're playing a video game, you don't get the same accomplishment.
I do. These two games, it takes a while for you to upgrade some shit, and then there's one tactical game, Clash Royale, is tactical, and you have to worry about what cards you place, and it makes you feel great after you rape them. You get a good deck.
So you have to kill your opponent.
Well, you have to in Clash Royale, you have to destroy their. It's they have three towers, and you have to destroy them basically with your cards. And you have to pick out the right cards and shit. You have to go with the right strategies.
You lost me at phone. So, what you need to do is...
No, but you should download Clash of Clans. That's one I recommend.
I no longer play phone games. The last one I ever played was that one bird. Flappy Bird. Oh, Tomb Raider was dope. That was an old school game. Tomb Raider was so... I remember playing that...
Didn't you guys have it in your... iPhone, iPod?
I had it on my iPod back in the day. Just swipe left, swipe right.
That's what I remember playing it on.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. You brought me back. That game was so sick. I remember running through the tunnels and shit.
Mm-hmm. That little beast following you.
Oh, yeah, and the bees. It was badass now that I think about it. Mm-hmm. That was a cool game. But let me recap. Okay, okay, how I got here. I was going to tell you about how I got here. All right? So, like I said, I woke up in the morning, I saw blue. My car story. I woke up, I saw blue sky. I was excited. Yeah. I saw, okay, we're going to get shit done today. So, I had a patch of positivity. But I went to go turn on my Mustang, and it died. The car battery was dead. So, I was like, fuck. Now I got to... That's problem number one, right? That's the first problem life threw at me in the day. It was like, all right, Kevin, how are you going to get this shit done? So, I was like, all right, I'm going to have to push this back. So I had to push it and put the car in neutral. Yeah. So I had to push it, put the car in neutral, and then push it. But it was too heavy because of the snow, and my foot kept slipping. So I had to get Maria. So then I got Maria to help me out. And then we pushed it, and then we got stuck on a little uphill mound of snow. So we had to rock it back and forth. It was rock back and forth, back and forth. And then we had to on this last push, we got to push hard.
Yeah.
And we pushed hard, and that shit like made it over, and then that was the back tires made it over. So then it got stuck on the front tires. So then we had to do it all over again. And you know how much a car weighs? So fucking much. And I'm fucking dying. And my foot keeps slipping because now we're on the ice and snow. So then we couldn't do it. So then we're like, okay, let's get. We were pushing it in the front where the engine is. So then we like open both car doors and then we start pushing where the door is. And so then we get a better grip there. And we're able to push it over the mound. And then we push it into a parking space going backwards. And then I thought, fuck, finally, that's the hard part. But it wasn't the hard part. Then I had to start cleaning my battery because all the snow melted and then it got dirt all over my battery cables. Yeah. So I had to get a rag, clean that. And then I let it charge, and then I finally connected it. And then I let it charge for a bit. I tried.
You charge with another car?
Yeah, I got Maria's car parked in front of mine. Then I got the jumper cables, connected them, and then I tried turning it on, and nothing. And I was like, "What the fuck? It's dead." Then I got scared, and then I went to go see because I gave Maria the cables, and I told her to connect it, and she connected it to a piece of plastic. You don't know what the fuck. You cannot connect it to a piece of plastic. You connected the black cable to metal. It has to be metal. Yeah. So I'm like, what the fuck? You connected it to plastic. So then I grab it and I connect it to a piece of metal. I'm like, finally. Then I turn it on.
She made you worry.
Yeah, cause I'm like, shit, this thing is dead. And then I'm like, okay, step on it a little bit. So then she stepped on it. I turned it on and it turned on. I was like, hell yeah, hail Satan. So I was happy. And then we fucking... I'm gonna have to take off, and I had to come over here with a 30-minute drive. And the minimum speed limit you could go on the freeway is 40 miles an hour.
It is? I hope it's 65.
That's the maximum. And guess how fast I was going?
45.
35. That's right. So guess who had
That was close.
Guess who had a parade of cars behind him? This guy.
Guess who was the dick on the
That was me. I was embarrassed, so I put on my winter hat, and then I put on.
So you can hide.
Yeah, and then I put on my hood as well, so when they pass by, they just see like a big fat burly man. And then I get a bunch of honk honk passing by. Fuck you.
For real?
No. But they were
throwing trash.
They were honking. Like when they passed by, they would always do that rubberneck. They look to see who it is. I never once looked to the left to see who they were when they were passing me. I kept my eyes forward and onto the road. Just, all right, it's okay. We're almost there. Don't look at them. So then, luckily my windows are tinted like limo black, so they can't really see who I was anyways.
Good.
But 35 miles an hour. It took like an hour to get here, which is usually a 30-minute drive.
Yeah.
So,
gonna be a fun ride back.
Yeah, and then I got here, and then I told Alex we're gonna make a podcast. But yeah, that was quite an interesting drive here. 35 miles going down, like it's supposed to be 65 miles an hour on that road. So everybody was, even the fucking trailers and truckers were passing me. Yeah, like they looked mad. I'm like, they're about to crush me. And
no, that's the last person I'm pissed off is truckers.
And one almost died because there was a car coming to him, and there was like two trailers. Like they I don't know why they randomly decided to both jump on the other side and pass me. But then one barely made it. I'm like, oh fuck! I stepped on the brakes, and then he went and like just drifted into my lane.
Oh, shit.
I was like, fuck! I'm going 35, man. How much slower do you want me to go? But that was
drivers out there. What was the craziest? Have you ever met the craziest driver that was like genuinely mad at something you did while driving?
Luckily for me, I don't know. I haven't really ran into.
Are you a good driver?
Yeah, here in the Midwest, mostly people ain't really. They don't have as much. I don't know. It's more laid back. Yeah. We don't have as much traffic or nothing like that. It's just
like in Cali. I remember in Cali, like freaking 4 lines.
Yeah, 4 lanes. When you're in a high populated area, I could see why a lot of road rage would go on. But like here,
especially when you get to work fast.
It's literally the good life, as thing says. Nobody gives a fuck what you do.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as road rage, nothing too much. Is just a lot of country driving.
Has anyone flipped you off?
Yeah. I remember.
You just way back.
I remember in the country, what people do here, is when they want to go get high, they go into the country and they turn off their cars. So they go down into a country road because we have bunches of them here in the Midwest. So you just go down a country road and then you just turn off the lights. And then I remember me and my homie were cruising down the roads one night, and we knew this, and we just seen like because you know what cars are in the country and you know which cars don't. If you see like a random like Ford Focus in the country just randomly parked on the side of the road, you know they're doing something illegal.
Yeah.
So me and my friend was like, watch this, and then we see them, and then like he flashes the high beams at them. And then we like park behind him. So they get scared. So they thought a cop was pulling up behind them, and they didn't notice. And then he's like, "What are you guys doing in there?" And then they got, like I could see them, like they're all shifting, getting scared because they hear the high beam on them, and then you can see them from the back, like they're getting scared, like they're hiding shit. They're like moving, hiding shit in their car. And then like we slowly pull up beside him. And then he's like, "Hey, turn your phone light on." So I turned the phone light on, so it looks like a flashlight, shining on him. He's like, "Don't be doing drugs in my county." And then he just peels off, and then we just start laughing. We're like, "Yo, they're probably shit balls right now. They probably thought the cops were gonna arrest him or something." But yeah, we just that shit was funny. That's what happens here.
Sweet home Alabama, all right.
But yeah, Christmas just passed. December. How would you recap your December? What time is it? How much time we got left? We were supposed to be at 2:12.
We got like 15, 20 minutes left.
Yeah, okay, we can still do. How was your December then?
It was all right, beginning of, after school went out, I'd say that's when it truly picked up. School was just boring.
Yeah. Is it junior year?
Yeah.
You're almost out of there. I think
Right.
Junior year is the worst year because then because the seniors, you see them walk out earlier because I think, what do they got, like 2 weeks earlier or something?
Yeah, something like that.
And then you're like,
I
no.
want to be that.
And my friends were all seniors because I was always friends with the older kids. So then I'd be like alone right there, so that would suck. And have to hang out with like, backup friends. You have main friends and you have backup friends,
Acquaintances.
and then you have like people you just know.
Yeah, right.
How is PE? Let me tell you, how is PE nowadays?
PE, I had that freshman year.
What do you mean you're not taking it now?
No.
Why?
It's not mandatory.
Well, yeah, but why the fuck wouldn't you want to take it? It's easy class, unless you're taking something else.
Well, because I already took all the PE classes. Because I did one freshman year, and then I did another one in sophomore. But the one in sophomore wasn't called PE. It was something called I don't know what it was called. It was something weird. But all we did was play dodgeball.
Conditioning?
Not conditioning.
Oh.
Strength and conditioning, but I didn't
never
want to
took
do that.
Fuck that, I hated that.
Yeah, I was figured.
Yeah.
No, but in the PE class in sophomore year, all we did was just play dodgeball, and you know how they set up the volleyball.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then we just he brings out the big ball volleyball.
The big inflatable one, huh?
Yeah, that was my favorite game.
Have you ever been smashed in the face with that? He seems soft and nice until you get whacked in the face with. Like, I remember.
Some big dude just spiked it.
He spiked it. Like, he was a tall dude. And I'm like, this dude is like a 50-year-old dude playing with like 16-year-olds. I'm like, what the fuck is this man doing? And
super senior.
Yeah, he like slammed it. And he hit me in the face. Like, I thought my neck broke. I heard a crack. You know when you crack someone's neck with fuck, and then like scrape my face too, and that is not like a soft. I don't know. It's like patches on it that just scrape my face as it cracked my neck, and then it bounced.
Yeah.
And then somebody saved it, like, good one, Kevin. And then my nigga, I just broke my neck.
I blocked it with my face.
I'm like, I blocked that. What happened? Did somebody hit me with a car?
Yeah.
How about kickball? Y'all still play kickball?
Oh, yeah, I think that was my second favorite one. Yeah, that's what we played too, in like the freshman and sophomore year one.
The rule is, does it have that rule if you hit a light bulb or something, or
well, if you hit like the ceiling or something like that, then yeah, you're out. You know, there was a kid in my well, he wasn't in my class, but it was like a story. This one kid, he kicked a ball in kickball so hard that it hit someone, I think it was a girl's face, and that knocked her out for a little bit. I was like, dude, you did that? You know?
I had a story like that too. They did that.
He was like, holy shit, yeah, I did that.
You weren't in there, that class?
No, it was like...
You didn't see it?
I think a friend told me.
I was actually in the class when that happened. I saw the girl. It's because the person rolled it. It was the teacher or whatever rolled it. And then the guy kicked it hard as fuck. And then there was a chick right there, you know?
Yeah.
She was dumb as fuck. She had her hands down and the ball was coming to her face. I don't know how she was expecting to catch it. She was like hands down and boom, whacked her right in the face, like hard as fuck. Yeah. That little rubber ball makes quite the sound once it slaps somebody's face.
Yeah.
And then she just
you never forget.
Yeah, she fell on the ground. She's like, "Ah!" And then I guess it didn't break her nose. It just gave her a bloody nose.
Shit.
And then the teacher was like, "Give me paper towels. Go get me paper towels." And then we were just like, "Oh damn!" And then the kid that kicked it, I didn't mean to do it. And then
really aiming for him.
And then I remember I was like, "Good one." He was like, "I didn't mean to do it." But yeah, I feel like that game would be dangerous, but I don't know. I feel like all the older games we would play would be more dangerous. Tetherball. We talked about this last time, didn't we?
It was like in a pole and then...
Well, yeah, where you're hitting the ball and it's connected to a little string, and then you just first one to wrap it around the pole wins.
Yeah, I remember playing that in elementary school.
Yeah, I would see kids get hit in the face like daily, every day. The string getting wrapped around their wrist and then like burning them. Like this is like old school stuff.
Huh. Yeah.
And then the playground, they were rocks. It wasn't no rubber chips. It was people falling on their face on rocks. Like I fell on my face on rocks when I was climbing that little castle thing. Like I've seen, like it hurts.
Yeah.
You wake up, you black out a little bit, and then you get back to the games.
Nothing happens.
Like, what? And then you take the rocks out your eye. The gravel it's gravel. They're little rocks, like an Indian little rock. But yeah, that's PE now, huh?
PE, yeah. You never took strength and conditioning?
Well, no, I hated lifting weights when I was back in the day.
Yeah.
I was never about that life.
A friend told me to do it, but I was like, I don't feel like sweating in like the morning in class, you know.
You know what's funny? When I was in middle school, I did basketball. I was the worst basketball player in the history of basketball. Like they started a new league for us. There was A, B, and C team. We just started D team for us. Like I was the worst fucking player in history. And we had to do practice. We practiced in the morning, and I remember I hated it. I had to wake up early, before school. I'm like, I didn't even want to go to school.
You didn't do it after school?
No, it was something called two-a-days. So you do practice in the morning and then one after school. And I remember I was trying to be cool. I had my little jersey. They gave me my jersey, so I felt like I was part of the team. So I didn't want to give up on the team, so I would go. And then, after practice, you're supposed to shower. But I was so embarrassed. I remember I'd be too embarrassed. I'd be like, no.
Wait, you have to shower?
The teacher recommended it, But when you're in middle school, everyone's saying, oh no, my body, my little wiener, I'm scared.
Little wiener.
So that's what I thought. I'm like, I don't want anybody to see my little wiener. So
yeah,
I was my little dumbass would just shower with my underwear on. So I had my boxers on while I was showering. That looked weird as fuck.
I would just not take a shower at that point.
I thought I shouldn't. I shouldn't be doing this. And it was December too, so I'd shower with my boxers on. Soaps. Hoping nobody looks at me. Which they did, because they'd be like, "Why the fuck is this guy showering his underwear?" And you would think the smart thing to do was after you're done showering, okay, just take your pants off. Take your underwear off and then put your pants on, right? Mm-hmm. I was stupid. I didn't do that. I put my pants on top of my wet boxers. And then I went outside, and guess what happens when you go outside in wet boxers in the freezing cold?
Freeze your balls off.
You freeze your nuts off, literally. So my boxers would freeze over as I would be standing outside to be let inside the school, because you had to wait outside. And then it was just a horrible, horrible time. And, if I could go back, I would just tell myself, yo, just whip that little cock out and fuck it.
Did you have to shower in wrestling?
All these things you never had to do, shower. If you wanted to, people did shower. But that'd be I don't know, if you showered, people would think you were weird.
Yeah.
It'd be weird if you showered. But, I remember the coach would go in there, jack you off, and then just leave, normal stuff.
I remember that coach.
Yeah, I got fired not too long after that.
Specifically to me, though.
I
He
remember.
told me it was my little secret.
I remember he told me to tell everyone I'm gonna kill you. I always thought that was cute.
Yeah, a nice little PE.
Mr. Robinson. But how much time we got there?
We got. What time you said?
12.
We got like 12 minutes.
All right. Remember y'all ever played the kissing game in middle school? No, that was high school where we played it.
That was a kissing game.
You wanted to see how not gay you were. So in order to do that, you had to play with
Kiss your guys.
Yeah, with another guy. You had to play and prove how not gay you were. So you guys both had to lean in for a kiss. The first one to back out was gay.
Oh no, I heard of that.
So
I
yeah,
never actually played it, but
I would always play it, and then like right before the lips touch, somebody would pull out. They'd be like, you're gay. But like,
you're always the one touching the lips.
It doesn't make sense because if you don't back out, that makes you gay, right? Yeah. So if you back out, how does that?
You're super straight if you back out.
It doesn't make sense, but it was anything to make you laugh. So that's how straight I am, bro.
Have you played Bloody Knuckles?
Yeah, I was not a fan of that. I played it.
Mm-hmm.
Played it one time and never played it again.
I played it one time and this one kid kept busting my hand. I was like, dude, I'm done. Screw this shit. I was like, screw this shit.
And then you're like, ow! What did you play with? Did you play just Knuckles, though?
I think it was the same kid who knocked out the one girl in the kickball. I was like, dude, I'm not going to play this anymore. I was like, what the hell is this?
We used to play, but people would put quarters between their knuckles here. So that's how we would play. It'd be even more fucked up.
That was, what, quarters?
Yeah, that's what it would be called. The game would be called quarters. So you put them between your hand, and then you hit them first, and then you go next, and the first one to start bleeding loses. We played dumb games like that when we were younger.
Sounds fun.
There was another game back in middle school called the pencil game. I'm pretty sure you guys have played that. Where if you're a part of the pencil game, you're allowed to take their pencil. So if you're writing with it, you can take it out of their hand. Oh, my pencil. Or if you see it on their desk and they don't have it, you can just take it. My pencil. So the point is just to collect as many pencils.
I don't.
You never played that? No, that's what our grade would always play, and it'd be annoying.
That's why you always lost so many pencils in Miss Harkless class.
That was afterwards. This was when I was in 8th grade. Man, it was so annoying because even if you had a badass pencil. I remember I had this badass, the multicolored pen. It'd have like yellow, green, blue, all the colors. And then they'd be like, "Are you playing?" Because they'd ask you, "Are you playing the pencil game?" And I'd be like, "No, I'm not playing." Because I'm like, "You motherfuckers just want to take my shit." Because I don't have no wooden pencil. I'd always get like good mechanical pencils because I like the cool mechanical ones. Mm-hmm. And then my pen, and then I remember someone snatched it, and then like, hey, whoever took it, I'm not playing the pencil game. Give it back. And someone said, "You're playing the pencil game." Then I got mad. Then I started stealing everybody's pencil because I wasn't playing. And then they forced me to play. So then I started playing, and then I took the bad, because these badasses were always like, they were the good ones, the ones that were good at it. So once they'd get you when you went up to the teacher, or you just left your pencil in your book or something, just left it. They'd catch you, and then they'd always steal it. I'd always so then those were the main kids I'd keep my eye on. Yeah. Because they had the coolest pencils. I remember they had this black pen, it was a gel, like a ballpoint black pen that was beautiful. And I seen that they jacked it from this one nerdy kid. And I wanted to steal it from him, but he stole it from him first. So then I would just keep my eye on this one kid. And then once he finally did put it down for a second, I played it all cool, like I was going to sharpen my pencil. Then I just crept up beside him, and he had it. Like, he was hung onto it loosely. He was, hanging onto it just on his thumb like that, playing with it. I snatched it, my pencil. He's like, "Hey, no, I had it in my hands." I'm like, "You had it in your hands." And then I just grabbed it and went to go sharpen my pencil so the teacher didn't catch on. Yeah, but it was an annoying game to play. So what I learned to do is just keep all my pencils in my pocket. Yeah, so if I wasn't using my pencil, I put it right in my pocket. That was a
big pencil game back.
School is just like Is it like a training camp for life, for job life? You know that?
Yeah.
You have to come into school for 8 hours. You have to clock in. You have to listen to these rules. You have to listen to these teachers. They are your your instructors. You know.
But one thing that I hate is why is there homework? You know, I think because if you go to work, you go there to do there. But when you go to school, what's the point of just bringing back homework? Can't you just finish it there?
I feel like half the homework they give you is dumb. Like
they give you 50 problems in the same question, you know, and you have to finish this or else you get like an F.
Which is horrible because you have to give the youth time to do their own thing. You can't just force them to do all school all the time, which that's what they do. I feel, well, for me, like, you could argue I never had homework a day in my life. Cause no, but like, I remember mom would always be like, "You left that in?" I'm like, "No, we didn't have any." Like, what do you mean? Like, you have all the same teachers Jesus had, and he had lots and lots of homework. I'm like, nah, I never had any. The thing is, I always had homework, but I never did it. Like, I cheated. Like, all high school, I cheated the whole way. Like, when I'd get early to school and I'd copy down my homies' answers, whether that be math class or if it was, I didn't, like, if it was English class, English was my best class. It was the easiest. Language arts was my favorite class. Like, all that, as far as reading and writing, I could do all that. When it came to math,
kindergarten basics.
Yeah, the essentials. But when it came to, like, trying to square root of this, find all that, I'm like, fuck that. What do I look like, a rocket scientist?
Yeah, right.
So, but homework, I remember being in elementary and never having homework because I always I'd either just do it at school or just not do it at all.
Do you wish they taught you how to do taxes in school or no? Or you feel like that's too easy to learn by yourself?
I don't even know how to do taxes. I just go to HM Block and they do it for me.
Pay someone to do it.
I pay someone to do it. I mean, I feel like it'd be good to learn. I mean, I feel like basic life shit. You know, how to change a tire, how to.
It's not in shop? No, shop.
No,
they don't. I did shop for 1 year.
Well, just basic life shit. You get me? How to do? I don't know. Just basic stuff that they don't teach you. Why the fuck are you teaching me about like calculations? Like, how many percentage of people are gonna learn? Are gonna be rocket scientists. Get me the information that I need. You know, It's too cookie cutter though. That's why they don't build it on an individual basis. It's more on the masses. So everybody learns the same thing, but it's not that everybody learns the same way.
It's not like it's not gonna do the same job or whatever.
That's the main thing. Yeah, they gotta remember that. So they gotta personalize it for each individual. That's the best way to actually get the kids to do better in school. Personalize it for them, not just
for a better future. Yeah.
Yeah, but all right, what time is it? I think we gotta wrap things up around here.
Yeah, we're gonna see the new movie Rise of Germama.
We're about to go see the new movie right now. Some Star Wars, I don't even know what it is. I haven't been up to date.
You haven't watched? I watched, throughout this whole Christmas break, I've been watching the whole Star Wars movies. I just finished them all.
I seen that right now. I just seen that one on Disney Plus. All of them have a playing on them.
Yeah, I watched them all.
Yeah. So
my mission. Just like how last year I watched all the Avengers or all the Marvel movies.
Oh yeah. I haven't seen those at all. The last Star Wars movie I saw was the dude fell in the lava or something.
Oh, Rise. Oh no, what was it?
It's an old school. Yeah.
That was pretty badass. The prequels are shit, but that was the only good one.
Yeah, that's my up to date Star Wars news. I'm pretty sure I would definitely fuck a Wookiee though. You know?
Oh yeah, Chewbacca, pretty hot.
Yeah,
that's how you know you're doing a good job. You make them scream.
You think that's the sound they make in the bedroom?
Probably.
Maybe they have a different moan for Wookiee sex.
Yeah.
They're like, I like that. Fuck me, Bill.
No, they just turn into they just talk normally.
Mm-hmm. Instead of that language, they speak English.
Yeah.
All right, it's always a good podcast where you don't have to refer to all the. You see all these? These are all stuff.
Yeah, we just shoot.
That's what they always say. That's the best kind of podcast when you don't have to refer to the notes, because it's more relaxed, more natural. What comes to mind? I have ideas, but it's always better when you don't have to.
Backup,
That's just in case. But remember, I'll be having one podcast every Wednesday. I promise you that. 2020 is the new vision. All right.
Am I the co-host though?
Alex is gonna be here once every other week probably. We'll pencil him in when we can't. pencil.
So I got my $5, by the way.
No, Alex is the best paid podcaster. Back to.
I'm an intern. An unpaid intern.
He's an unpaid, possibly paid intern. But that's every Wednesday. I will have one. You know, I can't promise you two, but I could promise you one. You know, if you get two, guess what? You are one lucky son of a bitch. But you know the way it is, one podcast every Wednesday is what I could promise you. And let me tell you, every Wednesday you will get one. 2020 is the year.
Is the year of Kevin.
This is gonna be crazy, you know. You better bust your balls. We're gonna start getting shit done around here, all right?
Better bring that lube because we are coming in strong.
This is 4 days in the 2020 new year, and we already got a podcast rolling. We cooking, all right? We breaking bad, making meth around here. So if you want this great quality content, do not forget to like the video. That shows me that you're watching. Subscribe if you haven't. That way you join the army. And
comment.
Leave a comment. Say, hey, Kevin, I like your cock. And, you know, just so I know you're paying attention.
Yeah.
But, you know, progressively, these podcasts will get even better. I mean, go back to the original ones that we shot, or I shot, and then compare them to these newer ones, and you'll see.
It'll be a good story to tell when you have your own studio, you know, and then we're just doing this in the living room.
You know, the thing is, most people never see the grind it takes to get to point A to point B.
And that's the fun part.
And that, yeah, it's not the destination; it's the journey. You know, people say, "Oh, look at Joe Rogan. He's so big. He's the best podcaster." But nobody remembers Joe Rogan because I was going back to his older videos, and this is back when there was no YouTube. This was like an old streaming service, and you know how many viewers he had? 12 viewers, and they'd ask him questions. It's kind
of Fear Factor though.
Even with that was during Fear Factor. It's because the internet podcasting is new. This is him in 2009.
Damn, 20
so
years
this is
ago.
like 10 years later. This is him now. So this is a 10-year venture, right? So yeah, I remember I was going to his videos. He was talking about it. He's like, yeah, I used to use this streaming. I thought it started with the Vimo or something like that.
Yeah, that's gone now.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, I had like 12 people asking questions, and he's like, yeah. Then I kept doing it. They're like, because they asked him, why do you start podcasting? He's like, well, I just started it because I had nothing else to do and it was fun. That's what I'm doing. It's just fun. I don't mind recording. It's just a good conversation, and it keeps me up to date. You know, for later reference.
Yeah.
Like when I'm 30 or something. Like, what were they doing then? Like, how go back to a conversation or how I was thinking. I personally love podcasts. It's like an actual little experience with somebody else. You know, okay, we captured this moment with that person at that time, right? Same. That's why you like seeing your favorite podcaster with another good podcaster, right?
Yeah.
Like when I see Joe Rogan with somebody else, that's a different personality. That's a different flavor. Like I like
chocolate with that vanilla.
Yeah, and then when you combine them, they have two different mindsets. That's why you gotta. That's what I'm working on this year, being an individual and just building who I am. You know, just how Joe Rogan is. Joe Rogan, he's a meat eater. He's a fucking hunter. He does all this. No, he's close to it, but no. But you know, he builds his line. You got to build your legacy, and then just bringing that to the podcast. You know, that's the main thing I want to do. I want to do new stuff. One thing for sure I want to do is yoga. So I want to have a yoga story in here soon.
Like a yoga class?
I want to do yoga. I need to take a yoga class, but I need to switch gyms for that.
You do?
And I don't know if I'm ready for that kind of commitment. Because anytime, you could go anytime. But I'd have to switch to the Y, and that means I'd have to go at certain times. So, well, you know, we're still figuring it out. But yeah, you got to build in the beginning in order to get to where the end result is. Mm-hmm. So, you know, these this is 54 or 55, podcast 54, 55.
Oh, yeah.
We're already over half a century in, well, century is time. Half a hundred.
Did you start this last year?
Yeah, last year. I don't know around what time.
Beginning of last year?
There's 50 plus videos up, you know.
Like a year now, a year gone.
You know, and my goal for 2020, I'm gonna say it right now. Let's see if we can't get one more subscriber to this channel. We added one more last month.
Hell yeah, growth
One at a time. You get me?
Let's just hope you don't get drafted.
Oh yeah, we have no time to talk about the draft. But listen, if I do get drafted, we're gonna have some good podcasts in Iran.
Yeah, we're taking a podcast to Iran.
Hey everybody, it's Wondering Mind podcast.
Oh my legs!
We're in the battlefield. My arm. How you doing?
Allahu Akbar.
Okay, we gotta out of here. Yeah, you might be more interesting or not, but yeah. Hey, check out Tuesdays with Stories. They're a good podcast. I'm just throwing it out there. I love them. You don't know them? Is Mark Normand and Joe List.
No.
They're just comedians. They're badasses. They're one of my favorite comedians. They're really funny people. I was just listening to them on the way over here. But they are part of the inspiration for these type of podcasts where you actually focus more on the audio. You know, I decided, okay, if you guys haven't noticed, we decided to cut the video because it's too much work.
I mentioned that in the beginning. We cut the video.
if you guys made it to the end, hey, this is why we did it.
In case you didn't know, we cut the visual.
You know, this is for the true hardcore fans that pay attention all the time, you know?
Yeah.
We cut the video because we want to focus on the actual substance, you get me? We don't want it to look pretty and taste like shit. We want it to taste great even if it don't look the best, you get me? Mm-hmm. So we're focusing on the actual content and quality of the podcast rather than look at all this fancy smancy stuff. Once we have the actual technology for that, like a video camera, because I need a mixer, I need a video camera, and there's other stuff.
Slowly but surely, we'll get there.
But you know, we got this great audio podcast. Look, this does not sound fucking clear and quality to you. ASMR. But yeah, we'll be back next Wednesday with another great quality video here. Full of you know. Oh, did you see the fucking my podcast when I was in the car?
No.
You didn't listen to? Oh, you gotta listen to that. That shit got wild. There was a person beside me. I got scared because I was in my car in the middle of the night.
You should have interviewed him. What are your opinions on this topic?
It was like a family. Like a family came by. It was just, you gotta listen to it. It's a whole crazy thing. And then
check that one out.
Yeah, check that one out. It was a couple of podcasts. The last one or the one before that, but it's a car cast. So I was just in there. But all right, everybody. We'll be back next Wednesday. Later.
Peace out, bruh.